Alana, this is the 5th therapy session you've attended where you haven't said a word. If you want me to help you, then you have got to.
Say something? I know. You've told me.
Then please tell me exactly what it is that's bothering you. Tell me about your day. Well, if you're not going to talk, your mother says that you got into some trouble with a teacher, Mrs. Dunn.
Okay, I get bored in class. Is that so weird?
No, but this is not the first time. Your teacher says it's the 5th time this week that you've completely checked out in class.
So I get bored a lot.
Why do you think that is?
I thought we had established that I had a lack of motivation. Why is it such a surprise at this point?
Your lack of motivation is a symptom of anxiety and depression. Now, if we can figure out what's causing that anxiety and depression, then maybe we can address the lack of motivation issue.
You know that's not how this works, right? Depression and anxiety are a lack of chemicals in the brain. You can't just address it that easily.
Yes, Alana, I am completely aware of the medical science behind mental illness. But if we can pinpoint what is causing the increase in these symptoms, then maybe we can work with that.
Well, I can't think of any, so I guess that's a dead end.
What about your friends?
What about them?
Are you having any trouble, maybe, fighting?
When I make friends, I'll let you know.
Alana, you seem to think the world hates you and that your life is never going to get any better. Can I tell you something? If you don't try, it never will.
Hey, Elena.
Jesus, Max, don't scare me like that.
It's not my fault you're obsessed with those headphones. What are you listening to?
Nunya?
I'm sorry. You in trouble, Miss Dunn again?
Jesus, who doesn't my mom talk to?
It was just a question.
It's just hard to pay attention sometimes.
And why is that?
There's just so much in my head, mixed with the voices of anxiety and the solving of depression. It's kind of hard to pay attention to everything else.
I know. You mention it every day. Hey, just saying.
Well, let's see if I can make it through this class without falling asleep.
$10 says you don't.
All right, I'll take you up on that. See you at lunch.
Later.
So, best NFL team, go. Browns, no challenge. What? The
This
worst
again?
team in the league?
No, they're the best. What do you think? I said they're the best. Bro, the Browns are a sleeper team. They are going to win the Super Bowl this year. 0-16.
Yeah, they haven't won a game.
They can make a wild card spot.
What? No, they can.
Y'all tripping. I'll tell you about this later.
Talk about later, right?
All right, students. Please take out your books and open up to chapter 7 where we left off yesterday. Okay, now when Thomas stares down longingly after Margaret, we learn his true intent for her.
Maybe I did love her. Maybe I was just so caught up in my head to realize what was right in front of me. Now I only knew one thing. I was going to long for her in the dead of night, so I couldn't let her go. Margaret, Peg, please don't leave me.
Why should I stay? So I can let you humiliate me again?
No, because I love you.
I wish I could believe you. I wish I could see you the way I once did. But we've changed, and for the better. So go, live your life, happy, without me.
Margaret,
Alana.
thought about what she said to me that night
Alana?
and how the experience had changed me.
Alana. Alana, did you hear the question?
No, ma'am.
I see. Well, if you could please stay after class today, I believe that we need to discuss this book further. Alana,
Look, I know how this is gonna go, so can I just leave?
I know you're a smart girl.
My C in this class says otherwise.
I know that intelligence isn't measured by the grade in the grade book. You obviously are into this book, judging by the amount of time you space out and read ahead.
What's your point?
My point is that you need to give yourself a chance to succeed. If you keep spacing out in class, well, I'm afraid you're not going to be able to pass.
Look, next time I want to talk to my therapist, I'll make an appointment.
I want to help you.
I don't remember asking. Look, I want to do well in your class. I actually really enjoy it. But I just can't. There's no point.
Of course there is. There's life and a job. You could be some sort of star or writer.
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
I just can't. Can I please go?
Yes, you may, but please refrain from spacing out in class again.
Thank you.
If you don't try, it never will.
Like I haven't.
Excuse me?
Like I haven't tried. I did. I tried to be social. I tried to make friends. I tried to talk to teachers. I tried to study. I tried. And still I fail.
Failure is a part of life. I failed 100 times over before I got to where I am.
But I can't.
Can't what?
Have you ever thought that maybe I do care so much about my classes and doing well in life? Well, I did. But then I realized I am not important enough. I can't do anything amazing. I can't save lives or write a life-changing book. I'm not good enough or important enough to do anything. These people in these books I read, their lives are so exciting and so much better than mine. So of course I want to get lost in them. Lost so I can never find my way back to my stupid, insignificant, and boring life.
You are the most important person in your life. Because only you can save your life.
But
You say you can't save a life. But what about your own? Isn't it worth it? You say you want a world where your life is bigger and has more meaning. Well, then make it that way. Only you have control over your life. Only you can truly change what happens in your life. Not your mother, not Miss Dunn, not me. You. I will see you next week, Alana.
So, the other day I was in lunch and I was thinking of this like whole different title for The Great Gatsby. So it's essentially just like the one character third wheeling with everyone. It's like my summer third wheeling. Like, it seems like a way better title than The Great Gatsby since Gatsby's just like my stupid character. Right? Like, I don't know. Well, have a good class.
Class, take out your books, turn to chapter 8, and review what we learned yesterday. As Thomas stares at Margaret after she tells him she can't love him, we see Thomas looking at his life and realizing that he isn't the same as before, in that maybe he's a better person now because of what Margaret told him. Maybe we can all learn a little something from this book. We may not always think that change is coming and that we should stay the same. But when we give ourselves a chance to see the real importance of every individual's life, then we can truly change for good.